Hi everyone, Jen Pike here, your holistic lifestyle expert, author of The Simplicity Project, and the founder of the Simplicity Project online 6-week course to creating the body you want for life. It is early in the morning, my kids have gone off to school, and I wanted to share with you one of my morning rituals. I'm gonna put an elixir together. I don't always do the exact same elixir. In my brand new book, The Simplicity Kitchen, I give you a couple of different recipe options. I'm going to just, kind of throw this together so that you can actually see how it happens, what it looks like all said and done. So what you need to start with is to have your ingredients ready. Now, could you do this with coffee as your base? You absolutely could. I myself am not a coffee drinker. I have tried, I don't metabolize it well. It makes me jittery, it makes me sweaty, and it makes me kind of racy in terms of my actions and my energy. So I just avoid it. And I think my liver thanks me for that. So I choose Dandy Blend as the base of most of my elixirs. Sometimes I do a brewed tea, so maybe green tea or a Chinese medicine tea. Really doesn't matter what the base is that you want to put in there. What's really more important are the things that we are adding to this drink that makes it into the incredibly nourishing elixir that it is. The other thing you need to do is make sure that your water is boiled. I love a kettle where you can actually choose the temperature. When you're doing an elixir, you need to have it at a higher temperature. So I've boiled it at about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by pouring my water in. You can see how much steam is coming up from this. So we're gonna do about a cup's worth of water in there. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the base, which is Dandy Blend. So you're gonna do a tablespoon of Dandy Blend, okay? Or your prepared, if you were doing coffee, you could do your prepared coffee there as opposed to your boiled water, but we're gonna go based on this recipe. We're gonna add some collagen in here, incredible for your hair, for your nails, for your teeth, for your bones, for your joints, your entire body. Gonna do about a tablespoon. Here's the other beautiful part about adding in the collagen. You are going to get 10 grams of protein in your morning elixir. So when I do these elixirs in the morning, I don't eat for probably a couple hours after I have one of these. For me, I find them really satiating, which means that I find them filling and I feel really good. I drink some water and then I'll make my big morning smoothie that I have a couple hours later on. Next thing I'm gonna offer you to add into this is the Bulletproof High Octane Medium Chain Triglyceride Oil, your MCT oil. I recommend doing about a teaspoon of this. You've gotta be careful in the beginning when you're adding in more fats into your diet, or you can end up having what is referred to as disaster pants, which means that the bowels are a little bit looser and you can be surprised by that. The other aspect of fat that we're gonna add in is some unsalted grass-fed butter. Now, we don't do any dairy in our house, and we don't do any pork or any beef, but I have started to add in some grass-fed butter, and I will tell you, I do feel a bit of a difference, especially in the elixir. It makes me feel fuller longer, and I don't have any cravings for any types of sweets. Cinnamon. Ceylon cinnamon. So we want to make sure that we are getting the really good version. Turmeric, which is our anti-inflammatory, and then we're going to add some maca in here as well too. So maca is really balancing for the hormones, both as a man or a woman, but I will say I've had a couple of female clients that maca is a little bit stimulating for, so try it, see how you feel. If it doesn't sit well with you, then just simply don't put it in. The other thing that you can add in is some cacao butter. Now, cacao butter is one of the most beautifully smelling foods that I have ever smelled before. This is what it actually looks like. They just come in hunks like this. We're not gonna put the entire hunk in, so actually here, we're gonna add just a little bit of it in there. So your cacao butter in the warmer months, if you don't have air conditioning in your house, you should really be storing that in the fridge because it can start to go all melted in your cupboard. Here's the most important thing you need to know about your elixirs. If you put your hot liquid into the blender and you have it like this and you just push on, it is going to blow up, it's gonna burn you, and it's gonna spill everywhere. And don't try and be like, oh, what is she talking about? Because I'm telling you, it's happened enough times. Tea towel, darker color, one you don't care about. I want you to put it on top. You put your blender on the very lowest setting. Really make sure that it is on tight. Watch. It blows right up, so you gotta be really careful. You can hear that cacao chunk whipping around in there. It's gonna get creamy and frothy and yummy and delicious, and this is gonna be like your homemade latte that you would go and spend $6, $7, $8 at somewhere like Starbucks or a coffee shop on, and you can do this in the comfort of your own home. it's done. Now, I often get asked by people, can I make my elixir the night before and just reheat it? Not if you're using things like grass-fed butter and higher fat. It's gonna curdle and it's gonna look disgusting. You don't want your stuff to look disgusting. And then we're just gonna pour it into our, look at how creamy, yummy, delicious that is. And you've got your little bit of froth. And there you go. You have got your beautiful, rich, creamy, nutritious, high protein, high fat, low inflammatory, blood sugar stabilizing elixir right here. This is what we create in this kitchen and in this program. It's all about giving you tips for more simplicity and more ease in all that you do.